Hi guys, in this lesson we will talk about the vowel E. This letter is pronounced at the sound E after the consonants J, Sh and C. For example, шил, жил, цирк. As we said in the previous lesson, the letter E is not used at the beginning of words. There is no word in Russian that begins with the letter E. However, if you see a word that begins with the letter E, then you must know that this word is not a Russian word, but simply used to correctly pronounce this foreign word in Russian in accordance with the original. Now let's look at the correct spelling of vowels after the letter C. In ancient Russian, the sound C was a soft letter. However, over time, this voice has hardened in the literary language. For this reason, the sound C is always pronounced hard, regardless of which vowel comes after the letter C. For example, Zinga, Zürich, and so on. Vowels after the letter C are written in accordance with certain rules. This is mainly due to historical reasons. Let's look at these rules. First of all, let's look at the rules of writing the letters A, Ya, U, Yu, Ye, and E that come after the letter C. After the letter C, the letters A, U, and Ye are written. For example, Цапля, Целый. The vowels Ya, Yu, and E can be written after the letter C only in foreign special nouns such as geographical and human names. For example, Zürich, Всеволожский, Kontsubinsky, and so on. Thus, if the letter C is followed by the letters Ya, Yu, and E, then these words are foreign special nouns. And now let's look at the second rule, that is the rules of writing the letters E and E which come after the letter C. The letter E is written after the letter C at the root of the word. For example, Panzer, Zinga, Deficit, Sicilia, Cicerone. However, there are some exceptions where the letter E is written after the letter C. For example, Цыган, Цыпленок, Цыц, на цепочках, and related words. For example, цыганец, цыкнуть, цыпки, and so on. At the same time, in some special nouns, the letter E can be written after the letter C. For example, Цыбин, Харциsk, and so on. Second rule, in the suffixes of words, the letter E is written after the letter C. For example, демонстрация, электрифицированный. However, when using with the adjective suffix in, the letter E is written after the letter C. For example, Tsitsin, Tsaritsyn, and so on. And the next rule, of course, special names must be taken into account. In special nouns, the letter E or E can be used after the letter C. For example, Vitsin, Tsitsin, Sinitsyn, Lisitsyn, and so on. Now let's look at the rules of processing the letters Ye, Yo, and O that come after the letter C. The letter Yo is not written after the letter C. Just remember this. The letter Yo is not written after the letter C. After the letter C, the letter O is always pronounced with an accent. And this rule is always pronounced with an accent regardless of whether the letters are used in the root or end of the word or in the suffix. There is no matter. For example, цоколь, танцор, кольцо. And now let's look to the letter of Ye. The letter Ye is never pronounced with an accent after the letter C. For example, танцевать, кольцевой, блюдце. Here we can make a comparison. Танцор, танцевать, кольцо, кольцевой. We have said that the letter O is always pronounced with an accent after the letter C. However, there is an exception, the first of which is the use of the letter O without accent after the letter C in words derived from the word socket. For example, sakatucha, sakatat, and so on. And of course, there are some foreign words that can be used without accent. For example, герцог, герцогиня, palazzo, scherzo, mezza, and so on. This concludes today's lesson, and see you in the next lessons. Have a good day.